We're live. Good evening, my fellow YouTubers. This is Take Command T. Welcome to my podcast. We're going to discuss about on the latest NFL free agency from day one and day two for the Washington Commanders, and maybe some other stuff that's going on around the NFL with NFL free agency. I have a list pulled up on my phone. We're going to start with the Washington Commanders, what they have done, and I'm going to give it an official grade, and maybe some other stuff for around the league. Let's start with the signing of Zach Ertz. Um, Zach Ertz signed a 1-year deal with the Washington Commanders, which I believe was a good move because that will help make Janie Daniels even better than he is now. And I think Janie Daniels has a security blanket for like third down, fourth down, and short conversions. It was like third and one, fourth and one, even fourth and five. We know we have a person we can go to because they're going to try to double team Terry. But I know one thing for sure: we got Deebo Samuel now for the Washington Commanders, and I'm very excited about that because he brings that dog mentality to the Washington Commanders, and also he normally torches the Eagles, so we're hoping something happens to that because the Eagles have they exposed this in the playoffs 55-23. So I'm hoping we can make a deep playoff run like we did this past season. And hopefully we like what Bobby Wagner said after he signed his contract, we have unfinished business. We have unfinished business. And I like that mentality. I just love it. So and then for the former Washington Commander Jonathan Allen, I respect you. You're a great player. Good luck in Minnesota. You're going to do good for Minnesota because their defense has been pretty solid the last few years. So don't be surprised if you see Minnesota and Washington in the playoffs come next season, come next January of 2026. But I'm gonna tell you another player that we need. I hope we can sign before this next off season is Terry McLaurin. This guy, Scary Terry, has been a baller since he came to the Washington franchise. So I'm hoping we could get an extension with Scary Terry. And I know we re-signed John Bates today, which is a good move. Solid move because he also can block. Great blocker as a tight end. And he's a great catcher. Not a great catcher, but he's a solid catcher. I'm not gonna say great, but he's great at blocking. And that's what we need, that extra protection for Jaden Daniels. And like I said, our offense is scary. I'm worried about the defense just a tad bit because we lost Jeremy Chin to I can't remember what team I'm about to pull that up real quick. He just went to I'm gonna tell you another, and I'm gonna get to this other sleeper offensive line that we picked up. And people saying he's washed, but I don't believe he's washed. He's only 30 years old, and I'm like that like offensive line, they can last until he's 35 or even older. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Commanders Nation, we're gonna raise hell next year. We're gonna be back in the playoffs, possibly I'm not gonna jinx it, a deep playoff run. I'm not gonna say the word because as that's not how I roll. I just think we can make a deep playoff run like we did this past season. But I'm gonna tell you the guy that we signed just as of yesterday from day one of free agency. His name is, if y'all can see in the camera, Laramie Tunsil. What a pickup by the Commanders. That is by far the one of the biggest pickups we've done in a long time in our franchise for offensive line. But as of right now, I think as of just got some breaking news that Michael Gallup is visiting the Commanders as of today. So I'm hoping we can get him. That might help us. That would give him a wide receiver 3. And and the Commanders are still interested of getting Javon Holland. He's been injury prone the last 2 years with Miami. I still like him. So he's a great player, great baller. He's an NFL player for a reason. He's a baller. And last but not least, we just signed Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez Jr. Those are 2 solid players that helped us get to a deep playoff run last year. So I'm hoping that the Commanders probably put him in like third down, long situation, but McNichols as third down and long, and Rodriguez as a power back. So, and then we just agreed to a deal today with Will Harris, a safety, which we needed because we lost Jeremy Chin in free agency, and we lost De'Ami Brown for a wide receiver from the Commanders. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he deserves to go to. He deserves to get a good, decent 1 year, $13 million deal. So, yep. So the Commander fans, we're gonna be back on top next year. I think we can win the NFC East. Might get the 2 or 3 seed, but we'll see. That's time to tell. We got a whole off season. We got the draft coming up later in April, so we'll see what happens. So hope to see y'all. We were going to keep posting. I'm going to repost this stream. Hope to see everybody, and probably right around. We'll we'll probably do another stream tomorrow for day 3, the final day before the new NFL season kicks off with the draft, OTAs, mini camp, training camp, and it's preseason in August. So we shall see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.